All right, so we are back at Exponential 24, and now we're talking to Vic Moss. And Vic, many of you know Vic is become a staple in the drone industry. And Vic, I got to say to you, the most thing I really appreciate about you is your help to educate drone pilots, and not necessarily to be the drone police,
right?
But you are here to really help educate people, because there's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing.
Right. You don't know what you don't know. That's an old age saying, and people use it all the time, but it's accurate.
Yeah.
And even, I think it's really the responsibility of all drone operators, whether you're recreational, whether you're a drone pilot, 107 pilot, first responder, whatever. It's really kind of up to you to be the ambassador. I like to say every time your drone's in the air, you're ambassador hats. You're wearing an ambassador hat.
Yeah.
So if somebody comes up and starts talking to you, you can kind of tell them, hey, tell them about trust, tell them about 107, but just kind of be the right guy, the right gal to really help educate the general public, whether they're drone flyers or not.
Yeah, Vic has done some really, I think you were among the first people to really start doing and filming at live stadium events the right and safe way. I mean, not the first one, but you do a lot of it. So
we've done some.
Yeah,
we've done some. We did have the first job when I got my Ops Over People waiver. I worked with CSU, Colorado State University, and I flew over a Division I game during a Division I TFR legally. So I don't know if anybody else has done that legally. I know plenty have done it illegally. But yeah, so as long as the game wasn't going on, we were allowed to fly over the field. So we flew over at halftime, we flew over pre-game, post-game, and all legally. You
are one heck of a photographer, I'll give you that. I mean, some of your work is really, really amazing. So
well, I've been doing
I'm a photographer also by heart, and I've been in the industry, started flying heavy lifters around 2011. So flying,
you beat me.
5D Mark IIs back then.
All right.
So I'm used to. I really had a passion for the full frame. Sensors and flying them, and then there's because then we got to the 4/3 sensors, and there really wasn't anything that even came close to it until recently. So
Mavic 3 Pro.
Yeah,
that's my go-to bird. Yep.
So drone is again very heavily, and really it's your baby as far as the Drone Advocacy Alliance.
Right.
So why don't you talk to us a little bit about that?
Sure.
What it is, and what you want to get out there.
The Drone Advocacy Alliance. Right now we're a website. Basically, that's what we are. You can go there. It's drone-advocacy-alliance.com, and you can go there and you can talk about. So you can look up some of the issues we're having right now, specifically the anti-China issues we have in D.C., a couple of states. And you can go in there, and there's a spot where you can fill in your name and your address. And once you put your address in there, it automatically populates your elected officials, and then you can just fill in and send them an email and say, look, this is what's going to happen. You just add a little story. It's like, if this happens, this is what's going to happen to my business. This is what's going to happen to my first responder agency.
Right.
And we need to just make sure that these people are educated to where they understand the consequences of the action rather than be listening to some of the lobbyists on the Hill.
Exactly, because perception is reality.
Yes.
And it's important that everybody here has a voice and really helps educate any potential legislation that might come up. You never know. We don't think anything is going to happen, but we want to definitely make sure and be proactive instead of reactive when it's too late. So those are really a lot of really good things. We and especially you, you're leading the charge on this, and I really commend you for it.
But thank you.
Yeah. So thanks again, Vic.
Absolutely.
What do you think of the show so far?
I like it. It's I haven't had a lot of chance to. I keep having meetings rather than walk the floor. I go into the great sessions. I had a great first responder session, public sector section with the FAA. I went into that. I'm not part of any of them this year, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I'm just a spectator. But yeah, so it's been great. It's a good show. Looking forward to Houston next year.
Yeah, that's definitely because that is going to be the theme next year is what again? I have
no idea.
I think it's utilities and energy.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
that'd be great. Oh, well, it makes sense in Houston.
Yeah, it does. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for coming
absolutely.
by and
Thanks
stopping
for the
by. And again, guys, I'll put up all of Vic's information on the screen. And thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
Fly safe.